So did Bose nerf the QC35 Series 2's noise cancellation to sell more Bose 700 headphones? Hey, how's it going, bros? My name is Aaron. Welcome back to another video. Now, there has been an interesting story developing over the past few weeks. For those of you who don't know what this is all about, I'm gonna just fill you in very quickly. A few weeks ago, Bose released this new software update for the Bose QC35 Series 2 noise cancelling headphones. And since the update, a lot of people have been hitting the forums complaining about reduced noise cancelling performance. I'm talking about firmware update number 4.5.2, rolled out on the 18th of June 2019. This software update was supposed to have brought some improvements to music share and some other bug fixes, but after performing the software update, some people, in fact quite a number of people, have hit the forums complaining that the update ruined the noise cancellation performance of their QC35 Series 2. And since the firmware update was released a few weeks after the launch of the Bose noise cancelling headphones 700, some people have even claimed that Bose deliberately nerfed the noise cancellation performance of the QC35s in order to make the 700 headphones more appealing and sell even more of them. This is called planned obsolescence, which is the very same thing that Apple was accused of when it was discovered that they had been deliberately slowing down the performance of older iPhone models through software updates. A lot of people seem to think that it's because they want to encourage more iPhone users to upgrade to the latest model, which is very, very naughty. So like I said earlier, quite a lot of people got on to the Bose community forums and other forums as well to complain about this real or perceived decrease in noise cancellation performance. Now, at this point, Bose had a representative join the conversation, and this is what they said. They said that after testing, they found no difference in noise cancellation performance. Several solutions were proposed, such as resetting the headphones and even re-updating the headphones through a specialized Bose updating software. But the complaints kept coming, and this time even ratings.com, which is a very popular testing and reviews website, downgraded the Bose QC35 Series 2's noise cancelling performance. They're saying that after the firmware update 4.5.2, they have discovered a decrease in noise cancellation performance by up to 4 decibels in the mid-range and lower frequencies. Now, this is huge because if even ratings.com detected such a difference, the issue could be a lot more widespread than we think. Or is it? Now, I'm aware that a lot of people who watch my videos are also very pro Bose, which is why I get a ton of dislikes every time I talk about Bose in my videos, right? So I gotta lay it all out. This video is not about bashing Bose or anyone else. It's about offering a fair and balanced analysis of this situation. In fact, it may even sound like I'm defending Bose, because I don't think that Bose is deliberately downgrading the noise cancellation performance of the QC35 to make the Bose 700 headphones more appealing. Some people might say, oh, Bose is a corporation just like Apple and they're equally capable of doing what Apple did with the iPhones, planned obsolescence. But they're missing the point. Bose is not Apple. Apple has a clear monopoly over their customers. They own the entire ecosystem, the App Store, the iPhone, iPad, AirPlay. Everything is designed to lock their customers into a walled garden. It makes it hard for them to migrate from Apple to other brands. Bose is not in that position. Anyone can just ditch Bose and go for another brand anytime. So while Apple is capable of forcing people to upgrade to the next latest and greatest model, Bose doing the same thing would have the opposite effect, forcing people away from Bose and to other brands like Sony. Okay, so that was the first point. Bose forcing upgrades on their customers would heavily backfire, and thus they won't do it. The second point is that the issue may not be as widespread as it seems. And there are a couple of reasons for that. For example, people complaining about the Bose QC35's noise cancelling performance being negatively affected by software updates is nothing new. It didn't start from update number 4.5.2. In fact, I can trace such complaints all the way back to updates rolled out in the year 2017. And according to this letter by Bose that they issued in the community forum, they said that this issue has been raised in the community after every firmware update since the QC35 Series 1 was released. Although our engineering teams conduct exhaustive testing on all product functionality before any firmware is released, we wanted to assure our community members were being heard. Noise cancellation is as important to us as it is to you, so our engineers went back to examine your reports each time they surfaced. Each set of additional testing came back with the same results, that the analysis showed that no intended or unintended changes were made to the ANC performance of the QC35 following these updates. This letter is dated 30th of April 2018. So no, these complaints are not new complaints. They have been going on for some time, even before this software update. Now, I'm not saying that these complaints have no basis in reality. Obviously, there could be some headphones that were negatively impacted by a software update that resulted in poorer noise cancellation from before. But going by what I've seen in the forums, I've seen Bose being very proactive about this, even offering exchanges to people who approaches them with this issue, as long as the headphones are under warranty and as long as they can prove that the noise cancellation is not as good as before. Plus, if the issue is as widespread as it seems, given the number of headphones Bose sells per year, wouldn't there have been a class action lawsuit by now? Or is this issue simply amplified by the number of comments in the forums, making it seem like everybody is complaining about this one issue when it's clearly not the case? Now, do you recall the performance downgrade by ratings.com that I mentioned earlier in the video? It appears that another website, this time a French website, specialized in doing the exact same thing as ratings.com, testing and reviewing products. They're saying that ratings.com is wrong. They're saying that it's quite possible that ratings.com did not do a side-by-side comparison between QC35 with old software and new software. What they simply did was to grab the ratings, the new ANC ratings they got with the new software, and compared with the results they got at the very beginning when they first tested the QC35 Series 2 back in 2017. Now, in that space of time, some variables could have changed that could negatively impact the outcome. They should have tested it side by side, because variables like the volume of the speaker playing ambient noise, the type of ambient noise that is being played, the type of microphone, the gain of the microphone, these things could have changed in the meantime that could have negatively impacted the result of the test. What this French website did was the exact opposite. It was a proper side-by-side comparison between the QC35 with old software and an upgraded QC35 with new software, and they found no difference in noise cancelling performance. So these are the reasons why I don't think this issue is as widespread as it seems. Neither do I think, by the way, that Bose has this secret hidden conspiracy to force their users to upgrade to the Headphone 700 while downgrading the performance of the QC35 Series 2. This is just not how they work. I know this for a fact because I've been watching Bose for a very long time. Okay, so guys, thank you for watching. Hope this video was interesting for you. Let me know in the comment section below what you think about this whole nerve gate incident. Is it something to be worried about? Is it a nothing burger? Tell me what you think in the comment section below. If you like this video, as always, please press the like button with a vengeance, share this video with your friends, subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, and remember to ring the bell to join my notification squad because I upload new videos every single week, and this is the only way that YouTube will notify you. So subscribe, ring the bell, and I'll see you again in the next one.